Welcome, all the fans of the Odds Brothers podcast. We are coming to you from Southland Casino and Hotel. It is Friday, February 24th. You're watching episode 56. Today's episode, we got some XFL, we got some baseball, we got some NBA, we got all sorts of stuff, and we have a new voice in your head coming soon. Say hi, Kevin.
Hello, world.
That's all you need to know. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Welcome to the Odds Brothers Podcast. Follow the Odds Brothers Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Now here are the hosts of the show, Moneyline Mark.
I'm not a smart man.
And Point Spread Shane.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
It's almost out of glue sniffing season there, partner.
No, it's not. It'll never be out of glue sniffing time.
I'm still holding strong to that New Year's Eve resolution. No glue so far, marked 2 months almost to the day. Whew. Welcome, everybody, to the Odds Brothers Podcast. That's Moneyline Mark joining me, Point Spread Shane. We also got our producer, Kevin, which you heard earlier. Might even integrate him a little more in the show. That's what the rumor is, Mark.
Yeah, we're just giving him a little taste right now.
Yeah, speaking of little taste, what are we going to be tasting today? Today's show lineup there, Kevo. We got a recap of the XFL.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, man, that's like
nice. Yeah.
Recap of the XFL. There is actually some XFL this weekend. We had a game last night.
I like that one, too. That's pretty.
And then I know we had NBA. We're going to go over. There we go.
Hey-o!
So we're going to review how our picks did on week one of the XFL. Actually having zero data to go off of. Basically coin flipping this bad boy.
I still need the red flag.
Damn, I forgot to grab that thing.
Yeah, I don't think that was an accident.
Some games for week two. And then we got some NBA games coming up, NCAA basketball. And then, by dealer's choice, meaning Mark, we got some NCAA baseball, too. That's heating
Guess I
up.
should have done some studying.
Now, there was something we talked about last podcast that's available to those that are Arkansas Bet League customers. A little bit of juiced odds for Arkansas to win the NCAA baseball championship, right?
Yeah.
I think it was like plus 3,000?
Plus 3,000. Yep, that's still true.
That's still true.
Yep, so
All
you can get out there and bet that if you're an Arkansas NCAA baseball fan.
Or if you just...
Believer?
Yeah, you're a believer.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3,000. That's pretty good odds for a team that's generally been pretty good the last couple of years and has reached Omaha. So once you get there, you got a 1 and 8? So how many teams reach Omaha? 8?
Yeah.
It's been a while. We used to go to games in that area.
All the time. We don't know now.
Back in the old Rosenblatt Stadium, but it's been a while. Neither one of us have lived there in a while, and me especially so. I think it was mid-'90s last time I was there.
I wasn't even born when you lived there.
Yeah. All right, Benjamin Buttons. All right, Kevin, let's get to some recap of our XFL picks from last week. As you know, we had 4 games, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. We picked the spread and the over-under on those games, and I think it came out pretty decent. Vegas, Arlington. That was the first game. I remember you were taking the whole Texas thing.
Yeah, I do remember Texans and under. All Texas teams and all unders.
All right, so there's a 44-point score. So that under, it went over there at 37.5.
Where do you see that on that graphic? You gotta learn
right
how to
at
read
the
it.
very bottom.
Oh,
there.
okay. All right.
It's hard to read. And then Arlington was a 3-point favorite. They only won by 2. So something tells me you were 0-2 on that game in the XFL.
What was the spread?
3. Arlington minus 3.
All right, that's what the problem was. I was thinking money line.
Because you're Moneyline Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how that happens.
Yeah. Darn
All
it.
right.
I was putting together a healthy parlay.
I mean, it was a pretty close game all along. It was interesting to see some of the conversions. Like, there's no extra points in the XFL. You have to decide to go for 1, 2, or 3 from either the 3, 5, or 10-yard line, I believe it is. Maybe it's 2, 5, and 10. So that was interesting. And then the kickoffs, if you were watching and you just saw the kicker by himself and realized, is this practice or warm-up? No, the rest of the guys are on the other end of the field 5 yards apart and can't move until the ball either is caught or is on the ground for like 3 seconds.
I did see that last night, finally. I didn't see that week that we're going to talk about here, but last night, I did see that. I stuck around just for a drive, and then they scored, so I'm like, all right, let me see what the rest of this stuff is all about. It was kind of different.
It was, and I think this is going to prove to be kind of like a testing ground of sorts for some NFL rules. Not that they'll probably do away completely with the extra point attempts, but from a kickoff perspective, and then something instead of the onside kick, because in the NFL, I mean, I think there was a total of 4 recoveries last year in the NFL out of how many kickoffs. It's just like it hardly ever happens.
Let's, I don't know if, Kevin, can you turn your mic down a little bit? No, not off, just down. No, well, maybe. Can you do it from there?
I hear the music from the, inside the casino here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that one is, that's.
That tap tap?
No, I know what that is. I know. I can see him.
Oh, okay.
I just hear the gong of the slot machine right behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Bong, bong.
All right, Kevin, let's go to the next one.
Let's go to the next one. So I'm 0 for 2. What'd you do there? Hang on. What'd you do there?
I think I got the over right, but not the team.
Right. All right, so you got one.
All right, Houston.
I'm keeping track in my finger.
Houston, the Roughnecks, as they're called down there, beat the Orlando Guardians pretty handily, 33-12. Houston was a 3-point favorite, covered that easy. So that's where you win.
I get one.
And you went under that total, that beautiful bean footage, where I went over, and it went plenty over at 45 as compared to 30, 5.5, I believe. So
Yeah, so I missed that, so I got one. You up to 3?
I'm up to 3, I believe.
That's 2 fingers.
I had the team. I had the team and the over, and in this game I just had the over. So
okay.
3. Next one, Game 4 of the XFL scoreboard. These were on Sunday, I believe. St. Louis Battlehawks were down 12 with 3 minutes left to go, and they rallied to come back and win 18-15. They were 2.5-point favorites. You took San Antonio.
Yep.
The Brahmas.
Yep. Didn't
Because
you?
that was Texas. No, I took the Battlehawks, man. They were the good team last year, or the last time the XFL actually existed. St. Louis was pretty damn good.
All right, and what's the over-under?
And the over-under was 36.5, which you went under.
Yes.
So you got that at 33.
Yeah, you're up to 4, yeah, supposedly.
And it's on video somewhere if you'd like to go. Probably on YouTube would be my guess.
But if I had that red flag, I'd throw it.
Last one on the XFL, Seattle, the Sea Dragons, not Puff the Magic Dragons.
Yeah, we both took the Sea Dragons here.
Yeah, because neither one of us could take anything from D.C.,
Right.
anything Washington related. And they ended up winning, covering the 1.5. And, of course, the over at 40 came in at 36.5 was the line for over-under.
Did I don't
another
remember.
over for Shady Boy.
What?
It was over.
Did I go over on that one?
I think you went under on everything.
That don't sound right.
We shall find
Red
out.
flag.
Kevin, go ahead and throw up the scoreboard for the XFL then. Let's see how we did in the first week. Of course, I'm the Hawkeye fan in the house. And Mark, well, he's still living the Husker dream.
Yeah, I don't like that graphic whatsoever, Kevin.
So I had 3 outright. I guess I picked 3 winners outright is what that means for the games. Over-unders, you had the under 1 time. It went over the other 3 times. And point spread covers, that's where I only got 2 to your 1. So I did pick the winner but didn't cover in one of the games.
Well, we don't. What's the winner mean? What's the top line
I think
mean?
winner means just the team we picked actually won the game, right, Kevin?
Correct.
No, we don't. We can get rid of that stat. We don't do money line. I'd be if I was picking that, boy.
All right, so there's week 1 of the XFL. So we got some games coming up this weekend.
So you
Mark,
got-
1 played yesterday.
You got 5 to my 2. That's good.
Put the
graphic back
Put
up.
the graphic back up. I had 2 winners.
So if you just go
the
the
point
over,
spread and 3 overs. So
Yeah.
I picked 5 total
So
winners.
you had 5
out of the
points
8
to my 2.
To your 2.
we're not doing the top line there. So we'll just go over.
The over-unders and the point spread. Covered.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
I mean, I'm not liking the score. And that'd be about
So-
right. Nebraska only scoring 2 points to Iowa's 5, and that'd be for their football games.
I guess that means that. Oh, there you go. We got instant reaction.
Holy
your
cow.
command, or your wish is Kevin's command. He wiped out just a flat-out team picks.
Wow. Look at that.
Now you owe me $25 in food.
Okay.
All right, here we go. XFL for this weekend. What's the first game, Kevo?
Want me to put that on my food stamp card?
EBT.
This is what happens when you put Nebraska graphics up. That's right.
Oh, man. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., there's this D.C. team again. They're at the Las Vegas Vipers.
But they beat the Sea Dragons.
They did beat the Sea Dragons at home. Now they're on the road in Vegas. Vegas is a 2-point favorite there. Over-under is still 37.5, since most of these games seem to be rolling around 35 to 40 points.
What's
Based
each
on
of
the
their
first
records?
week.
So defenders are 1-0. What Vipers do last week?
Vipers lost Arlington,
Oh,
but Arlington didn't cover. They only won by 2.
okay.
So we got 1 and overs, 0 and 1. Who do you got? Yeah, Marcellus.
I'm going to stick with home teams this time. So I'm going to try a little home team strategize. So I'm going to go with the Vipers, and then I'm going to go over.
Oh, all right. Mark and over, huh?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Actually, I am. Not just to be contrarian and say, hey, you're not going to catch me because I'm going to pick what you do. I'll pick first next time. We'll alternate.
All right, that sounds good.
But Las Vegas, I do like at home here, and I do like the overs in these games more often than not, especially when they're in the mid-30s.
You think
this
Mike-
one's inching up a little bit?
You think Mike's going to this game?
No.
You want to get your season tickets?
You know, the USFL's coming up, and you can get season tickets for like $25 a game
Well, how much
to
could it
watch
possibly?
the Memphis somethings.
How much could it possibly cost to watch the XFL?
If you just show up, they probably
Food
let
comp?
you in. Yeah. All
Canned
right.
good.
What's the other? We got probably 2 games on Sunday would be my guess here that haven't been played. Yeah, there you go, 3 o'clock. The Orlando Guardians, which they lost, I believe, to the San Antonio team.
What?
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I got this wrong somewhere. Houston Roughnecks. That's who beat Orlando.
Oh, my goodness.
San Antonio Brahmas, they lost. So we got a pair of winless teams, I think here. San Antonio 3-point favorites. Over-under is 38.5, I see. So they are inching up here.
All right.
You know, the Brahmas had... Man, they did have this that game rolled in. I don't like the 3 points, though. So give me the home team here. I'm going to take Orlando plus the 3. In this game, I am going to go just slightly under.
Yeah, darn it.
Is that what you got?
Yeah, I was going against the Brahmas until they proved they win.
Okay. So
But I know, the Guardians didn't win either, right? But they're at home, so that's their advantage.
there's your advantage, I think. At Camping World Stadium.
Yeah, well,
or
that's all right.
parking lot or wherever that might be.
They still have more people than we have viewers.
That's just a
Burn.
That's a burn. That's a truthism right there.
Come on, Kyle.
Speaking of which, can you subscribe? And so we can say that's no longer the case?
Yeah, we want to
Like and subscribe.
We want more people than what's attending these XFL games.
There you go. And ring the bell for notifications.
That's right. Ring that bell.
All right.
and I'm going under as well.
You're going under. All right. Last game in the XFL, which will probably be an evening game, 6 o'clock. Arlington. They won, but only won by 2 at Houston. Houston won. -4 points, though. Or no, Houston got beat by the... Kevin, look at that up. Did Houston get beat by St. Louis? Is that the one who came back, or was it the Brahmas? As we wait. Never mind. -4. He's looking it up.
Yeah,
We'll
he's
get
looking it up.
That's a good one. -4.
Hang on. I think he's coming with something. He's found something.
The Battlehawks beat the Brahmas week 1.
Brahmas.
18-15.
That's what it was. Okay, so they came from behind. It wasn't Houston. Houston Roughnecks. That's who was playing Orlando the first week.
All right. You want me to go with this one?
Go with this one.
I'm going to go Houston because they're at home.
Okay.
I shouldn't because they're a Texas team, but I'm going with them at home.
Both of them are home.
What's the over-under?
30.
Let's say
9.5.
9.5.
Oh,
Wow.
my God. Under?
I am going to go Arlington +4, and I'm with you on the under.
All right, so we have one different.
We do have one different. We'll see what comes out of here. So out of the 3 games, just to recap, Las Vegas or DC at Las Vegas. We've got both of us took Las Vegas at home with the overs. San Antonio at Orlando. We both took Orlando in the unders, and then Arlington at Houston. I've got Arlington, you've got Houston, and we're both under. That's the recap on the
Get that?
XFL.
All right.
Now NBA games tonight. For those that are loving it because they just got back in action yesterday after the NBA All-Star break. The Knicks are on the road at the Wizards here, 225, the over-under. Knicks favored by just 1.5 on the road, Mark. Both of these teams kind of middling of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the home team Wizards. Wow, -225 or minus 225 for the over-under. I'm going to go under.
You're going to go under.
Yeah. So Wizards and under.
I do like Wizards at home. They're a tough team at home, in my opinion. Knicks are the better roster, but Wizards seem to have a little something at home. And I like the over 225 in this case because both of them just like to run up and down and shoot a lot. So as long as they make decent amount of shots, I think it goes over.
Are you keeping these stats, Kevin, too?
Yes, I'm sure he is.
can.
Kevin is the stat master. Yes.
All right.
If we're
Statomatic.
picking,
We have our Statmando Kevin.
that's right.
Yeah.
Next one on the NBA slate, Cavs and Hawks. Hawks are a 1-point favorite. Fired their coach during the All-Star break. Nate McMillan here. The Cavaliers on a roll, really. They've got aspirations. They think they can come out of the East. I'm not 100% sure. The over-under here is 226.
I didn't think the Cavs were doing all that well, are they?
Yeah, they're doing decent. I think they're fourth in the Eastern Conference, something like that, behind Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly, I believe.
All right, well, I'll go Cavs because I don't know how much of an adjustment's going to be needed before the team syncs with their new head coach because that's a thing.
That's the thing.
Then the over-under is what?
226.
226, and I'll go under.
I got Cavs in this one.
Go over.
No,
You're
I
on the
can't.
fence.
I think the Cavs will do most of the over. I just don't think the Hawks will keep up their fair share of the potty. So we both got Cavs. We both got under.
Nah.
Heat at the Bucks. Are we sure these are 1-point favorites? Is that just a standard, Kevin? All these are really ones?
As of yesterday, the day before they were.
Okay.
All right.
Bucks at home. I'm just wondering. Oh, Giannis. He hurt himself during the NBA. That's why. I forgot. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, as they call him. He actually hurt his wrist in the All-Star game. They say it'll be at least a couple of weeks he'll be out with that. They term it not serious, but we'll see how that rolls. So without their star, they're just a slight home favorite here, marked to the Miami Heat. Over-under is 219, so it's one of the lower over-unders you'll see in the NBA. I will go here.
All right.
Miami's decent enough to do this without Giannis if they have to just get the other guys. So I'm actually going to take the Heat in a mild upset outright win at home, which won't or on the road, and I'm going to go under. Heat and under.
All right, I'm going to go Bucks and under because I think they're probably not going to know how to make that adjustment for the entire game.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting because this will show you how good the rest of the role players are with Giannis. Because at home, you think if there really is championship material as you think they are, they should be able to hold home court.
Right.
I just don't know about that.
I think they got it right, though, with him being out. I think that line's pretty darn close.
Yeah, no, it is. Now that I remembered, I was just thinking -1, man.
Right.
There's a lot of -1s. All right, next game on the block. There we go. Timberwolves 6.5.
Not -1. I'll take Timberwolves at -1.
Charlotte Hornets, they pretty much suck. Over-under here, 241. So they expect a ton of points here, Mark.
From where?
I don't
Timberwolves?
know. I guess.
I'm going Timberwolves and under.
Yeah, I had that right. I mean, wasting a lot of time on that one. Timberwolves and under. Nets at Bulls. Bulls -2. Now, this will be interesting. This is the new look Nets because if you recall, not only did Kyrie Irving get traded from the Nets, but Kevin Durant went to the Phoenix Suns as well. So the Nets are without all their superstars primarily. They get stuck with Ben Simmons, which is kind of like getting stuck with the really nastiest girl at prom that didn't bathe for 28 days. They did get some decent role players in, but the Bulls at home should hold. So give me the Bulls -2. And the over-under, I do like the over here.
What is it, 221?
222. It looks
222?
like. Or maybe 3.
5?
220,
9?
223, Kevin, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 223.
I'll go Bulls and under.
You're the under man.
Yep.
You're the
Underoos.
All right. Thunder at the Suns.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, Kevin Durant, I haven't looked to see if he debuts. He was hurt, even as he got traded. He was not playing at the time for the Nets. Kevin, you got any idea if Durant's supposed to play tonight?
Last I saw, no.
All right, so that's
he would know.
interesting that the Suns are 7-point favorites. They still have Chris Paul. They still have Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. So they did give up a couple of their best wing defenders, though, and the Thunder can score here. Over-under looks like 230.5. So Thunder on the road's a little different home. They got some good scoring players, though. I'll go ahead and bite and take the Suns at home in this one and give up the 7. I'm not comfortable with it. And then I will go over the 230.5, though. So Suns and over for me.
You're worried about them covering that, but you think they'll easily go over 230, huh?
Both of them just like to run up and jack up threes and shot. I mean, they got a bunch of guys that are shooters on both squads. Not a lot of defense. And the Suns gave up 2 of their better defenders to get Kevin Durant in, so that makes them even worse.
I think 7's a lot, so I'm gonna go Thunder. I think Suns win, but I'm gonna go Thunder. And yeah, I'll go over on it. That's my first. Isn't that my first over?
It's your first over in a while.
Yep, I'll go over.
How did you feel? Was it weird?
No, I'm 50-50.
All right, next game. Do we got any more, Kevin? Oh, Rockets at the Warriors. Warriors got beat by the Lakers. So this is a back-to-back for them, but they are favored by 10 over the worst, or at least the second worst team in the entire league.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is known as the Houston Rockets. 9 o'clock tip-off Central Time. Over-under here looks to be, 231.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead on this one.
I'll go Warriors. And the over-under is 231.
Yeah.
And I'll go under because I don't think the Warriors can score all that.
Oh, Warriors might, all of it. You're right. They need some help from the Rockets, and I don't see it coming. So I'm with you at 10 points. But the Warriors have a bad taste. No. We'll leave those to OC. OC loves him some Rockets.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think your boy Steven does too. Steven Thorne.
That don't shock me. He likes Atlanta. Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons. Birds. Clippers at home against the Sacramento Kings. Clippers are favored by 6.5 here. Over under of 236, it looks like. Yeah, 236. I am going to go Kings getting 6.5 here. Kings, a lot of young talent. I think Clippers probably hold this game at home, but I think it's going to be a great game to watch. I hope it's on national TV. And then the over-under 236, that means both have to do at least 118. That's possible, but I'm going to go slightly under that. I think this game finishes in the high 220s.
All right.
So Kings and under.
I'm gonna just to be different. I'm gonna go Kings and over.
Another over. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'll
somebody
lose
get
both
a
those
first
games.
responder to the Odds Brothers stage.
I'll lose both those.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny the times you take over it actually hits?
That'd be great.
All right, that's your NBA action for tonight. We also have some NCAA action tonight, which is number 16 ranked Xavier is at Seton Hall. Xavier slight road favorites here at 1.5. The over-under looks to be 141, Kevin?
Yes.
All right, 141 mark. My initial thoughts here on this one is Xavier has got a lot of well-balanced players. They've got great inside rebounding, and then they got just enough guard play that I like them in this game on the road even. But Seton Hall, I wish there was a different team because Seton Hall's got a pretty damn good road record. But I'm going to go ahead and take Xavier in a slight win. They eke it out by 3 or 4 at the end at Seton Hall. And as far as the over-under goes, they're not really high-scoring teams, but 70 points apiece seems very doable. So I'm going to go slight over in this one.
Beautiful.
Xavier and over.
I'm going Xavier easily, and I'm going under.
There you go. Welcome back, Mark. Welcome back to the Under Club. All right, so that's the only top 25 action in college basketball tonight. Now, kind of new on the Odds Brothers because by the time we started this, college baseball season was over with last season.
Pretty. So pretty.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the first one, Kansas State Wildcats at the LSU Tigers. So
number one LSU.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get that. Let's not sugarcoat that. Malarkey.
So you don't see this in baseball generally much, but in college, I guess you would see a lot more than the pros. But minus 3.5 runs on the LSU side here.
There's a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. Over-under at 11.5, which you tend to get higher over-unders in college baseball. So this, to me, would seem, right, Mark, slam dunk. This is a Friday game today, so by the time we upload this game will have, they don't call it tipped off. What do they call it? Started, I guess, in baseball? First pitch will have been thrown.
There you go.
There you go. I'm going LSU all day. And, boy, over-under.
Even the slot machine likes you doing that.
I guess over.
Over? Yeah,
I'll go over.
I'm going LSU, but I'm going under.
Of course. Of course you're going under.
Underoos.
All right, so we both got LSU starting off the number 1 year off right. Number 2, Tennessee, also in the SEC. They're 4.5-run favorites with the Dayton Flyers coming to town. Over-under here is 12.5, Mark. I'm going to go Tennessee all day, but I am going to go under.
Yes.
Because I don't think Dayton scores hardly anything.
Right. That's what I thought about the first game. Tennessee and under.
All right. So
welcome to the Underoo Club.
4 o'clock today, Rice, the Owls, not brown rice, Spanish rice, or white rice. It is the Rice Owls. Are at number 3, Stanford. Stanford's 3.5-run favorites here in their home crib. The over-under here a little lower at 10. Once again, I'm going to go Stanford.
Yep.
I'm going to shade a hair over, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think this is like an 8-4 game, 9-4 game.
Okay. I think it's 9-1, and I'm going Stanford. So that means I'm going under.
You think it's 9-1, so you think you're actually going to get your money back at 10. It's going to split it.
Yeah.
All right, you think
Unders.
10 runs are going to get hit? Exactly.
Yes.
Mark that beautiful bean footage, because if Mark gets that right, we'll get him a prize.
Ah, right.
All right. Ole Miss, another SEC. They're ranked 4th, but Maryland is also ranked at 13. Ole Miss 2.5-run favorites in their crib, 11.5. So they obviously expect a few runs to be scored here. Mark, what's your initial thoughts on Ole Miss, Maryland?
I'm going to go Ole Miss, but I am going to go over here because once you start getting 2 ranked teams to play each other, that means they each can score as well. So you get those teams that aren't ranked. I have a belief that unless they just give them a juicer to hit out of the park for their 1 run, I believe it's going to be a high-scoring game. So I'm going to go Ole Miss and over.
Boy, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out because I think they got enough pitching to keep the count below 11.5. I think this game ends up at 8-9 runs at most. But I think Ole Miss does do it. I think it's like 5-2 Ole Miss.
What the?
Maybe 6-3, 6-2, somewhere in there. But I think they got enough pitching that this isn't just a hitter's game today.
Who
teams.
has enough pitching? Maryland?
Both of them do.
Oh,
Yep.
my goodness.
I think they do.
Well, they might.
I don't think you can just be ranked just solely because you have no pitching and just tons of batters. I don't think that.
Well,
I think you can. Get
I think
ranked.
Ole Miss would, but I don't think Maryland's got that deep of a. What do they call that? Bullpen.
Bullpen.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll see. You got Ole Miss in the over. I've got Ole Miss in the under.
Sweet.
Any more? Oh yeah, number 5 A&M. Boy, they love SEC.
Texas. Oh my goodness, they are the most
Portland?
obnoxious fans when it comes to the College World Series. Texas A&M.
Portland Pilots. Didn't even know that was a thing. And what gets me more, are you sure this line's right, Kevin? 1.5?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's easy.
Is this
I'm
softball?
I'm going Texas.
All right.
Texas A&M.
And then the over-under's 10.5.
Can Texas score 10 runs? I'll go under. I'll keep with my tradition.
Yeah, I'll give him some credit here. I'll go Texas A&M as well, and I'll go under just because I don't understand how that line's only 1.5. So Portland must have himself a team, and I just do not realize it.
Sweet.
They must have, I don't know, Nolan Ryan's son or something on their team. All right, Kevin, next one, if there is.
What's up next?
Wake Forest.
Uh-oh.
They're at home. The Demon Deacons against the Binghamton Bearcats. I don't see a point spread on this or an over-under. You got any update on that, Kevo?
That market's
No, sir, I don't.
that market's not available right now.
All right, so we'll just go money line here just to give you an idea. Unless you're going to look
right. I got all excited when you said money line, so I stopped.
it up. See if we actually see a line on this
Yeah,
one.
I was going to see if I could find something with my blind eyes.
That game's supposed to go at 3 o'clock today, so you think that if there is a line, it should be up by now
Maybe.
with less than a couple hours here.
I don't even know what I'm looking at here on the app, so
You got the college baseball.
I don't know.
There is usually a little subsection for that.
There is. Baseball, there it is.
Number
All right.
6, Wake Forest.
All right, help with my blind eyes here. So Uber sent me a message. My Uber's ready.
Said, I can't believe you went over in a couple of games.
That's what we need to be sponsored by Uber. We could drive around in an back of an Uber and give a show.
Almost like Cash Cab.
Yeah,
The Cash Cab.
that's right.
Each team you get right, cha-ching.
You get to move another block. We're almost home. I can't find it.
You can't find the college baseball?
Well, I found the college baseball. I'm just looking for the team. There's a ton of them. No,
Can't find it?
I can't find it.
Let me see here. And then Fight Night, NCAA regular,
It'd be nice if you could do a search for it. That'd be cool.
Kennesaw,
Get that together, Nick. We want to do a search for a
Utah,
team.
Cornell, LSU. Here, I must be in the right area here. Murray.
It starts by times, right? 2 o'clock.
This one's supposed to be 3 o'clock. Charleston, Army at Charlotte, UCF at Clemson, Creighton at Coastal Carolina, Baylor at Duke, Asheville at Kentucky, Zips,
I don't see it.
Tennessee, Gonzaga, and Ohio State, Oakland, Wright State, Plains.
A lot of
Holy
3 o'clock.
crap, there's a lot of 3 o'clock games. I guess this is the only time they can play.
Yeah, sun's out higher.
Penn State, Seton
I
Hall
found
at
it.
Northwestern. You found it, Kevin?
Yep, it's updated.
It's updated. -4.5.
Oh,
Wow.
dang, look at that.
All right. And the over-under 14.5.
All right.
All right, Mark.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go Wake Forest and under.
Wake Forest.
4.5. You're gonna give up 4.5?
Yeah. And I'll go under. I'm just going to assume that 0 is what they're actually going to score in the game. All right, Kevo. Tell me there is more.
Ah, yeah.
Florida
You got the
is
game.
hosting Cincinnati, so at least this is a couple of
Teams
Division
you heard
1
of?
teams here. 2.5 run favorites. Our Florida over/under is 11 here. Florida generally is pretty solid all the way around, pitching and hitting. Cincinnati, I don't know much about, so give me Florida.
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and go over. I'm going to assume that Cincinnati can score a few runs here.
So close. You had it so close.
Florida and under. Let me guess.
Florida and under. Underoos. We need a little graphic. It just pops up and says Underoos.
All right. Arkansas, Woo Pig Suey, that plus 3,000 bet.
Yeah, that's
talked
right.
about for them to win the World Series.
Yeah.
They start open the season here at 4.5 run favorites at home against the Eastern Illinois Panthers. Over under of 12.5. Give me the Woo Pig Sueys all day in the run department, but I'm going to go under in the over-under department. I don't think Eastern Illinois scores hardly at all. I think they start going and getting some guys, a few pitches out of the bullpen. It may not be as good.
So, you ready?
Yep, under.
Well, we're going under.
Yeah.
But I'm also going Eastern Illinois.
Really?
You're gonna find out
Upset
why.
alert.
You're gonna find out why it's plus 3,000 here this first game.
No kidding. Wow, Woo Pig Suey alert.
Hey, I get
Mark's
4.5.
taking
I
Eastern
get
Illinois.
4.5 runs
You
against
do.
Arkansas.
You know where Eastern Illinois is? Like what city?
Yeah, it's east of Illinois.
Any more, Kevin? That was at 2 o'clock. Vanderbilt, -1.5 run favorites. UCLA comes
Oh.
into town. They're ranked 17th. Over-under here, Mark, 9.5.
Yeah. This is a good game. This should be a good
This
game.
should be a great game.
Yeah. I don't know about great, but it'll be good.
Okay, what do you got here?
I'm gonna go UCLA.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. I think Vanderbilt's living off of the past. I think that's why that line's only at -1.5 because they still think that they might be able to get back to their glory days. They're not. UCLA is going to get back to their glory days this year. And the
think-
over/under, I'm going under.
Yeah, I don't think UCLA is going to like the weather here in Vanderbilt today out in Nashville. So I'm going to say Vanderbilt wins the game. I think this is a 5-1, 5-2 game.
They may not play
I'm going under.
if they got that storm that rolled through here.
Yeah, we'll see. If not, won't hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I win.
South Alabama. There's the Cornhuskers for you, Mark.
Oh,
There's the natural
right.
rule. Neither one of them are ranked. We don't care because it involves Nebraska.
That's right.
So I'm going to guess you're going South Alabama and under.
Here's a part I'm confused about.
What's that?
Why is South Alabama only favored by 1.5?
They're favored against Nebraska.
What's that logo? What does that say? Looks like an auto parts
South
logo.
Alabama Jaguars.
Oh. Oof.
So you're going South Alabama?
I can't go with Nebraska. Oh.
You can. It's all right. You donned it.
No, I can't.
All right.
So give me South Alabama to win by 2.
At least, okay.
The over-under?
Over-under's 10.5.
Under. I think the
gonna-
score's 2-0.
I'm going to go Nebraska. I'm going
Of
to take
course.
the 1.5. I think they win this game outright, actually. And then I'm going to go over.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I think this is going to be a 8-6 Nebraska win
All right, I said 2-0, so whoever gets closest without going over is the winner.
without going over. Okay.
Gets extra bonus points. Tally that one, Kevo.
Is that it for that, Kevo?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Dang.
beautiful.
There's your
Snuck
college
another
baseball.
Nebraska crap in on me.
Every chance we get. We know you're their biggest fan.
Ugh.
All right, your XFL, your NBA, college basketball, and college baseball. as well. We got plenty of stuff for you this weekend. You want to come wager on any of that action, or we got UFC. We're going to have soccer, anything you can think of.
There's some
betting
golf
pretty
going
much.
on, too,
Got
I
some
think.
Golf, NASCAR is
Boogity
good for
woogity.
some boogity woogity on this Sunday. So come join us here at the Bentley Sports Bar and Grill.
I thought of you the other day watching ESPN.
What happened?
So the commentators are talking about NASCAR.
Yeah.
Right? And the commentator says, it's just not all about going left. Sometimes they take a right.
On road courses.
They
into
were
the
talking
wall?
about the Daytona 500. You're right. If they're taking a right at the Daytona 500, they're smashing into a wall.
Yep.
I just thought that was hilarious. Like, does he not know what Daytona 500 is compared to the road courses,
And
the
it wasn't-
Formula Ones?
Yeah, no kidding. They do have those in the infield, that go through the course in the infield.
Yeah.
There's a road course, yeah.
Yeah, those aren't. That's not going to be your NASCAR. That's going to be your Formula Ones. Your
Let's see if we can get that guy on the show.
yeah, we do. He's right over there.
Kevo?
Yeah, say hi, Kevin.
Hello.
All right. Well, join us here just to let you know what's coming up before we head out of here.
All right.
First of all, if you haven't joined our Bentley family in Arkansas or Tennessee or in Ohio or West Virginia, please do so. Each state, I'm sure they got their different sign-on bonuses. We know at least for sure, and you may know more, in Arkansas and Tennessee, it's the $250 up to $250.
In Ohio.
Risk-free bet, and it's that way in Ohio too.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So all you have to do is open an account, make your first wager up to $250. If that settles as a loser, you'll receive whatever you bet back in a free bet amount. There are certain restrictions you'll want to read the fine print on, like minus 250 or greater on the odds, etc.
Yeah, they have a tournament that goes on every weekend as well. So you have a chance to earn coins based on where you place. Those coins can be redeemed for free bets right now. So
Oh, okay.
you don't win a free bet, but you take your coins and turn it into a free bet. So
You can convert them into that or
Yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah,
So
so
the
check-
Bentley store.
check the app on that. I mean, they're promoting the tournament varies weekend to weekend and what they're doing with the tournament. So, I think we're kind of late when we do our Friday show of what I think it's already started
Okay.
as far as signups go. So check it out. If you missed it, don't worry. They'll have another one the following weekend.
That sounds good, man. And I do know this.
But
Got about 2 weeks left of the college basketball season.
Yes.
Then they'll do their conference tournaments, and we have a really big show planned for the bracketology, if you will, for the NCAA actual tournament. Hopefully we'll have some more information about maybe some promos we're going to be doing here at the Bentley Sports Bar and Grill
yes.
at Southland Casino and Hotel. So if you're in the neighborhood, stop on by. We'll
Yeah,
get
that
you those
VI
details.
That VIP event for the Super Bowl was a lot of guests like that. So hopefully we can do something just as successful for the March Madness stuff.
Right. And we are going to have a special Wednesday show that week before the tournament starts. The day before the tournament, we're going to go through our brackets because the first four in will have played. And so we'll know where they are in the bracket. And so we're going to wait till Wednesday of that week of the first round and second round of the March Madness tournament to do our picks.
You know who's not going to be on that bracket?
Nebraska.
Yeah, you got that
Yeah,
right.
It's not looking great. They do have a backdoor to get in. If somehow they win the Big Ten tournament, they still get in as an automatic qualifier somehow. So
Ain't going to be able to do
ain't
it.
going to be able to do it. I don't think so
Not
either.
gonna be able to do it.
That's
There
right,
it is.
OC. All right, until now, you got anything else going on?
I don't.
All right, so Monday we'll do our recap. We'll give you some more picks. We appreciate you like and subscribe if you would on the channel. We would appreciate that as
Ring that
well.
bell for notifications. Ding.
Until Monday for Moneyline Mark on Point Spreadsheet and Kevin, our producer. We'll see you on the next edition of the Odds Brothers. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Thank you for listening to the Odds Brothers Podcast.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Presented by the Bentley Sportsbook. Place your sports bets here from inside Southland Casino or from anywhere in Arkansas at southland.bentley.com.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Be sure to follow the Odds Brothers podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Keep in mind, in Arkansas, you must be 21 or older and located in Arkansas to bet. Please play responsibly. For help quitting, call 1-800-522-4700.